Welcome to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namovsky. How satisfied are you with your life? Because most people aren't. And how many times have we heard people say, if I only made more money, I would be happy? Or if I only got that job or promotion, I would be happy. But what if I told you with those two statements that you're actually looking for the old happy? And if you're looking for a more fulfilled life, you need to find the new happy, which is true happiness. And did you know that there is a difference between the old happy and the new happy? Today, I'm joined by Stephanie Harrison. She's founder of The New Happy, and she received her master's degree in positive psychology and is the author of the national, international bestseller, New Happy: Getting Happiness Right in a World That Got It Wrong. Stephanie, welcome to Empowered. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy to be with you.
Oh, I'm so happy as well. And I finished reading your book. I loved it. And I have to say, I kind of feel like I'm the old happy, and that's how I've been living my life.
Mm.
And so you're the creator of the new happy approach to happiness, the new approach to happiness. Please walk us through your story and tell us, how did you get started?
I also have felt the way that you said describing reading the book. I too was really immersed in this old happy form of happiness. And really, it was my own difficulties and my own struggles to be happy that inspired me to want to learn more. And ultimately, that led me to go and pursue my graduate degree in positive psychology and then devote the last 10 years to developing this new philosophy and finding ways to teach it. So I often say that I started out pursuing this because I really wanted to find a way to be happy personally. And along the way, I discovered that I wasn't alone in my struggles and that this information could really benefit a lot of people.
So now, right now, we're discussing the new happy. Please explain to us what's the old happy.
Old happy is my term for society's understanding and definition of happiness. And we've been conditioned into that ever since we were very, very little. And these messages seep in through all sorts of forms, through the way that we grow up in our family systems, to our workplaces and schools, to even the media that we consume. And over again, what these messages tell us is that one, there's something wrong with you. You have to change who you are in some way in order to be happy. A lot of the time that looks like perfecting ourselves or optimizing ourselves in some way. Two, you have to achieve very specific goals. So there is a set of valued outcomes that our society likes to hold up as being the best, the thing that we should pursue. And if you do those things, if you try really hard to succeed at work, for example, to get promoted, to earn as much money as you can, to be as popular and acclaimed as possible, then you will be happy. And then the last one is that you have to do everything by yourself. You can never lean on other people. You can't struggle. You certainly cannot ask for help. And that individualism and that sense of being alone in the world really is pervasive and ends up to contribute to our loneliness crisis and so many of our struggles with our mental health. So these are sort of the three core pillars of Old Happy and how we have been conditioned into this idea that we have to do these things in order to experience well being.
So, why is old happy harming us now?
There's so much evidence. When I started down this journey, I was just amazed to discover the amount of scientific studies that had been devoted to unpacking many of these ideas, but they hadn't been linked together in a way or in a framework that was digestible and understandable for people. So, old happy harms us in so many different ways. Anytime we're striving to be inauthentic to ourselves or to hide or suppress parts of us, it has a profoundly negative impact on our mental health, on the quality of our relationships, as well as our ability to share ourselves and make a difference in the world using who we are. Pursuing these extrinsic goals, these things that are outside of us that are valued by society, is linked to all sorts of things from increased depression and anxiety to lower quality relationships to even difficulties to achieve those goals. And then finally, the sense of being alone in the world is probably one of the greatest causes and contributors to ill being that exists today. And so old happy is harming us in all of these different ways, but no one is talking about it. And so we can't start to make changes that address it.
So, I think one of the reasons why nobody's talking about it is because a lot of people don't understand this. So,
Yeah.
when we come back, you and I are going to talk about the impact of old happy upon the world that we live in right now. So please don't go away. We'll be right back.